The good news is we only have 40 miles to go until we get to the top of Katahdin. The bad news is it's raining again.
The rain would come and go. We had been hiking in the rain for a month. The issue that most frazzled our nerves and dampened our spirits was the wet trails. With only 40 miles left, we were hoping for a dry day for the summit of Katahdin. As we hiked along a lakeshore, we saw a large moose grazing, and a lone southbound hiker was coming out of the forest. We continued north and paused to watch the moose close up. He clearly saw us and didn't appear to be bothered by our presence. We nevertheless kept our distance. One of the many joys of the Appalachian Trail. We stopped at the Rainbow Stream lean-to for our morning break. It looked very familiar. I later learned I had first seen this lean-to from a scene in a 2004 Appalachian Trail-based movie called The Southbounders. I was able to take a still from the movie so I could compare it with the Rainbow Stream lean-to. We are now officially done the 100-mile wilderness. The sign there tells us so. Brawn, what do you think?
Great. I'm so happy to have another milestone behind us.
Yeah, that's true. Major milestone. It was mucky, yucky, rainy.
Rocky. But still wet, soaking wet.
It was gnarly beautiful in its own way, but it is now done. Racehorse, Brawn, and myself hiked a hard and wet 25 miles and secured a cabin at the Able campground.
It's 5 a.m. We're leaving Able Bridge Campground to try to get to the reservation spot with the ranger for the birches. This is what we have to do. Apparently there's only 12 spots available, so you have to get there early and line up at around 6:30, and it's first come, first serve. But it's a beautiful morning. The sun is just coming up, and we're a little tired. We put in 25 miles in the rain yesterday. Great night's sleep, a little cabin at the Able Bridge Campground. Baxter State Park, the home of Mount Katahdin and the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, Bridge you're talking about?
doesn't make it easy. Only 12 northbound AT hikers are allowed in the park each day, and to secure a spot, it's first come, first serve. So we chose to wake up early and be in line around 5 a.m. This is the queue at the ranger's spot for the birches.
What's next on the queue?
And these are the happy people.
Yeah. Woo! It's hard to describe the joy. We're here at the ranger station ready to sign up for a spot at the birches, which is the last campsite before Katahdin. And it's very restricted, only 12 campers get in there. But it's our last spot until Katahdin, and our Appalachian Trail journey will be over. So it feels very strange. Also very nice that we're queued up here with 8 other hikers that we've had some experiences with, enjoyed the times on the trail, and it's going to wrap it up very nicely.
Foodie, so breakfast is important to me too. So the day people start complaining, say,
The hikers participated in a compulsory information session, and then the lucky 12 were able to register. After registration, we hiked back to the Able Camp Lodge for an all-you-can-eat breakfast before heading into the park. So we're on the approach trail, more or less, to Katahdin, which makes only a 10-mile day. Why only 10 miles? Well, because we had to start the day out with registering at the Rangers kiosk to enter into the Birches Campground, which is the last campground before the ascent to Katahdin. So that's why it takes a little longer to get to the peak. So tomorrow from the Birches campground, it's only about 5 to 6 miles till actually the summit of Katahdin. So all we've got left is around 13 miles. 13 miles left until we've done the Appalachian Trail.
Hi, I'm Chance from York, Pennsylvania.
Hi, I'm Pinkie and I'm from Waco, Texas.
My name's Racehorse and I'm from Hendersonville, North Carolina.
Hi, I'm Soundbite. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Happy to be hiking with my buddy Dudley.
Funny story. I was reflecting to another hiker, a very fast hiker, how Brawn and myself, we hike fast relatively, but we're slow compared to most of the hikers around us. Most of the hikers around us are at the front of the pack. They're younger, very athletic, and they're definitely faster.
We made it, Baxter, baby!
But he likened us to freight trains. We didn't go as fast as those race cars or those jet engines, but there's nothing stopping us. We keep moving forward. I like that metaphor, or should I say analogy. Works for me. We reached the Birches camp early in the day, pitched our tents, and rested, charging up for the final ascent of Mount Katahdin. Of course, it began to rain.
We had a good hiking day today, only 10 miles, and we're at the Birches now. That's at the base of Katahdin. We only hiked about 10 miles, but just like Maine, it's now raining, and it's raining, and I'm tent locked in here, but fortunately I'm not wet. I'm just relaxing, hoping the rain passes so that we can ascend Katahdin tomorrow morning. I'm on the way to the ranger station this morning. That's where I can leave some excess gear so I can hike with a lighter pack. I'm leaving from the Birches. Rained all night. It seemed to have stopped now, which is a good thing. At least it's just lightly raining. And the forecast says it's going to stop raining this morning. So with a little bit of luck, we'll be on the summit and it'll be a clear sky. I say maybe a lot of luck. Stay tuned.
As far as we could tell, Brawn and myself were the first hikers on the trail. It was still raining, and the first hour was in the forest, followed by the mountain itself. We're high up here. We're approaching tree line. And we had to put our trekking poles away because the scrambles are just too difficult. We'll see what we have ahead of us. The mountain was not easy, but for two experienced thru-hikers, there was a gnarly joy. You probably can't hear me because of the wind up here. We've got less than 2 miles to go, and we're on what we believe is the runway. It's a flatter spot. We just navigated tons of gnarly rocks, very tough, a lot of scrambling, and now it's relatively easy all the way to the peak, I think. Less than 2 miles until the Appalachian Trail is done. The rain had let up, but the high winds, clouds, and wet trails remained. We were focused ahead, hoping that the summit would emerge from the clouds at any moment.
Oh, baby.
Dudley first made the summit, and he then recorded Brawn. This was the culmination of 18 months and 2,200 miles of joy and pain. They were exhausted and somehow lost for words.
Oh, that is so good. Oh.
Let's go! Oh, baby! Then the summit photos and celebration. To make the experience even better, the trail gods opened the clouds and the sun came out. It was a near perfect moment. We had done it. Now it was time to go home.
The Appalachian Trail is a personal challenge of a lifetime. 14 states from Georgia to Maine, 2,200 miles, 464,000 vertical feet, and it takes 4 to 6 months of tenacity, pain, and joy. This trail is more than an adventure. It's more of a life-changing experience. For the lucky few that embark on this epic adventure, only a few can complete it. These brave and hardy souls are called AT thru-hikers.
I finished the Appalachian Trail, some 40 years since I first became aware of her. It's difficult to sum up the experience for those who haven't done it, but I think it can be best described as an epic lifetime adventure filled with both pain and joy. But strangely enough, after a few months off the trail, the memories of the pain fade, and all that remains is the deep and profound feeling of joy.